Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Salute to LTTV in the building, man.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Salute to LTTV in the building, man.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Nobody's LT, and I'm certainly not implying that.
LT, cooking your ass.
LTTV, whoever his channel name is called. I'm sorry for being the dusty. How about that?
If y'all want to keep up with the news and this shit be going on, subscribe to LTTV. That nigga know everything about everything. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I don't want to throw any other media personalities under the bus, but I like to just move off truth rather than just move off a salacious headline. Okay?
On May 6th, I made the police report, identity theft. I thought, okay, hopefully this is over. So then yesterday, Adam tells me TMZ is reporting on our divorce. I'm like, oh no, it's happened. I call the courthouse and they're like, yeah, there's a case number you filed for divorce. I'm like, but it wasn't me. What do I do? They're like,
now, Lena, come on, girl. Stop misleading the audience. You absolutely did not find out about your divorce when we all found out. You want to know how I know? Because TMZ actually reached out to you and also Adam22 before they ran this article.
to address the chaos.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one. Okay, so this one, there's a lot of misinformation going on here. There's a lot of disinformation going on here. There's a lot of clout chasing. There's a lot of publicity stunts. This is nasty work. Now, Flacco has been left out hanging pretty much, pause, by Adam22 and the No Jumper staff because Flacco ran the story. Flacco, hold up, chat. Let me pull this up. Flacco got 254,000 views on this video. Real reason why Lena divorced Adam22 for a black guy. Now, he titled it that. This is a salacious headline, obviously. Flacco has insider news for No Jumper as he is a part-time employee at No Jumper. I don't know how that's working out because it seems like he makes more money than No Jumper currently. I don't know how that's going to work. But Flacco ran this story.
Today is quite possibly one of the worst days of Adam22's life. His wife left him, quite possibly for a black guy, who knows? But how he found out was even more shocking. How the world found out was even more shocking. Before we get this video started, if you or check the list, like, was anybody shocked? Expected?
He was running a promo for his chorus, and we don't got time for that.
Unexpected news of 2026. Like, was anybody shocked? Like, no, honestly, like when you guys heard this news, was anybody, oh my God. We're like, come on, bro. Like, it was expected. Homie, nobody's seen this and thought shocker, okay? So TMZ wrote, Lena the plug.
Nobody's seen this and thought shocker. Now, this is Flacco, somebody that works for No Jumper. He's close to Adam. He's in the group chat. You're around Adam and Lena. This doesn't seem like this would be your opinion, being as close to them as you are, as they are singing a completely different tune. Now, Adam took advantage of this. He posted a post on his Instagram talking about freedom, saying that he's looking for black women that want free cars if they fuck with him, or some bullshit he was talking about. Nonetheless, because they're trying to push this off as Lena seeing some black dudes, and now Adam wants revenge and he's free and blah, blah, blah. So they know this is fake news, but they're doing little things to act like this is real to soak up some sort of publicity, because Lena is on Snapchat promoting her Snapchat and all of her booty clapping that she's doing.
Booty clap yourself.
Oh my God.
They love to promote it as Lena is fucking this black dude, and like Jason Love, or she's catching feelings for black dudes and she's gonna divorce Adam and blah, blah, blah. Lena is fucking anybody and everybody in porn. Various white dudes, name brand porn stars. I don't know their names because they're porn stars, and who the fuck remembers male porn star names? But she's out here doing it. She's out here doing the most. So this is literally a promo run. After people find out they're allegedly divorced, they're gonna go to Lena's page, her channel, and they're gonna see all the booty clapping that she's doing. Flacco's like, oh yeah, this is not a surprise because Adam's a cuck and Adam's cool. Like, this is nasty. Let's get into this.
Last month, I went to check my mailbox and I had all of this rejected paperwork from a courthouse. Somebody has been trying to file for divorce on my behalf. I'm looking through the paperwork. They've filled out my name, my address, my daughter's name, my daughter's birthday. They have all of this information and they've attached a check for $435. I look at the name on the check and I start to freak out a little bit because I remember the name. Let's just say it's John, but it's not. The name on the check matches the name that the police gave me when they arrived at my house 2 different times doing a wellness check, claiming that somebody called and said that I was being abused by my husband. I let the cops come in and reassured them that I did not make the call, but I remembered the name. It was a name that was hard to forget. And so when I got this paperwork for the courthouse that was rejected, I was like, that's scary. Like, who is this person? What are they?
Now, the court, the divorce filing was rejected. So why is TMZ running this story?
Weirdo.
Now, academics is talking about other content creators running with the story and sensationalizing it, such as Flacco sensationalizing it, who should be close to the story, that has some sort of insight to Adam's relationship as he is an employee of No Jumper. No Jumper also did a live stream where Adam wasn't present, speaking about, is Lena actually divorcing Adam, milking the moment pretty much out of this publicity stunt. It's not actually happening. It was rejected. Why did TMZ run this report? Now, TMZ ran the report with the details so anybody else that's seen it can be like, yeah, this is most likely fake. But the headline is they're divorcing. No one's going to look at all the information in between it because no one really gives a shit.
They doing? Have they actually filed anything under my name? I called the courthouse. I called the police. The courthouse said there's nothing under your name. They were not able to make the filing. We can't mark anything on your account though because there's nothing under your name. So just keep calling back. I called the police and they said, well, this is kind of a weird situation. This person is forging your signature, claiming that they're you. I would just file it under identity theft. On May 6th, I made the police report, identity theft. I thought, okay, hopefully this is over. So then yesterday, Adam tells me TMZ is reporting on our divorce. I'm like, oh no, it's happened. I call the courthouse and they're like, yeah, there's.
Now she's saying, oh no, it happened, as if TMZ didn't. In TMZ's report, they stated that they reached out to Adam and Lena and they got no response. So she's like, oh no, it happened. You knew this was gonna happen because you didn't reach out and tell them somebody tried to steal your identity and file for this, as they've been doing many different things in your name.
I thought, okay, hopefully this is over. So then yesterday, Adam tells me TMZ is reporting on our divorce. I'm like, oh no, it's happened. I call the courthouse and they're like, yeah, there's a case number. You filed for divorce. I'm like, but it wasn't me. What do I do? They're like, We don't know. We've never been in this situation before. Technically, you have filed for divorce. So now I have to hire an attorney. My theory is that this person, John, is being spoken to by a catfish who's pretending to be me online, and this person is like trying to get money out of John. They're claiming that Adam abused me. They're claiming everything that is basically in the TMZ report, all of which is not true. Adam is not in charge of all my finances. I make more than $3,000 a month. I'm not filing for custody. I'm not divorcing at all. I love my husband. We've been together for 10 years, and I know that all of you are plotting on our downfall, but it's not happening. That day has not come. Basically, I found out that I was getting divorced.
This whole plotting on the downfall, all of you, and then they speak about like the people on YouTube, the commentators. We got to look at TMZ. TMZ published the article. They ran the headline, Lena is unplugging from Adam 22 as she files divorce, or blah, blah, blah. Like, what are we talking about?
When you guys found out that I was getting divorced. This is such a weird situation. Honestly, if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it. One upside of this whole scenario is that the Taylor Swift music video that Adam made for me for my birthday is getting more views.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Get dude off the screen.
Oh, God.
Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that? Weirdo.
Nah, man, I gotta pause this every half a second to avoid copyright.
It's such a masterpiece that I'm so glad more people are seeing it. So that's the silver lining here. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna undo all of this.
Now, Lena, come on, girl. Stop misleading the audience. You absolutely did not find out about your divorce when we all found out. You wanna know how I know? Because TMZ actually reached out to you and also Adam 22 before they ran this article.
Yep.
They said it right there in the article from yesterday. We've reached out to Lena and Adam, but no word back. So that means that you absolutely knew that this was going to be published. You knew TMZ was going to run the story before everybody. So whether or not you guys are in cahoots with TMZ for the story, or maybe you guys just decided to ignore TMZ just because you know this story is going to bring you guys a little bit of clout, but do not try to lie to the audience saying you had no idea this article was coming out. For the sake of content, let's just play along. Let's pretend that you guys found out about this just like we did, the same time TMZ posted this article. Well, why didn't you guys reach back out to TMZ for an updated story? You guys could have emailed TMZ back. You guys could have hit them up on Twitter. But clout is a hell of a drug. It's much better to let people run with a lie than to correct them with the truth. Now, as far as the actual stalker story...
No, that's facts. They could have easily corrected them with the truth. She's like, oh, no, it happened. I'm like, they reached out to y'all. Y'all could have prevented this if you wanted to. Now, TMZ... when you look at the details, it looks messy, but I guess they're just going to run it anyway. But they showed the details of the actual divorce filing. So I guess that's them covering their bases. But still, nonetheless, this is how fake news gets published. And to get the truth, for the truth to catch up to the fake-ass story that got 250,000 views on Flacco's channel, and who the fuck knows how many views it got on TMZ. May have been published on TV and then their YouTube channel as well. Academics didn't do nearly as much views breaking it down. We're going to get into that shortly. It's same as Chig's Smooth. Chig Smooth barely did any, well, I'm not shitting on their views, not saying they did barely any views, but compared to the fake news, to catch up to the real, like, it's ridiculous.
Hopefully you guys have that under control. If somebody out there has the power to file for divorce under your name, you can only imagine what other damaging stuff they can do.
That's where I'm confused. I'm like, how did somebody file for divorce under your name, have all the details in relation to you, your daughter's birthday, all her personal information, all Adam's personal information, first name, last name, address, everything? How did that happen? She's saying it's identity theft, but it ultimately got rejected because the person filed without a lawyer. And how did they show up to the courthouse not being Lena, not being a representative of Lena, not being the lawyer themselves? How did this happen?
You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys believe Lena's story about this whole divorce thing? Like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys later, man.
On the Adam and Lena thing, but or I could just be the best media nigga who ever lived, which I am, and give you the real about it.
The best media nigga that ever lived.
So you tell me. Do Adam? Y'all not gonna like it. Like this is where you know how Joe Budden fans wanted him to hate on Iceman. What y'all want me to do with the Adam thing? I'm not gonna do. And it's not because like some other shit. It's just all right. You want to start with Adam? Okay.
Wait. Why would it be hating on Adam to have commentary on the news that's being reported? Because a lot of us aren't reporters. We're just taking the news that's being reported, trying to verify that it's accurate, and then providing commentary on the news, whether it be from a right-wing slant or a left-wing slant or just a holistic, thorough slant from, none of it slant, just from your own personal opinion. Because a lot of people that you definitely know they're doing the right-wing grift, a lot of people doing the left-wing grift. It is what it is. Then that's how they cover certain topics. But if you are just covering the story and giving your commentary, how is it hate for Adam if you're covering a story? Unless it's literally hate for Adam during the coverage. I don't understand it.
Let me start with Adam, right? So the news came down via TMZ that essentially Adam and Lena.
Whoa. You're skirting past some details.
That essentially.
Now, this was Adam right here. This was Adam 22 milking it. Lena the Plug has filed for divorce from Adam 22, TMZ reports. This is the spiritual word? Adam 22 commented, "All black women who want to date me, please DM me. I will buy you a car." So he's trying to milk this whole facade of Lena's leaving him for a black dude because they've seen the tape, the Jason Love tape, but she's fucking all sorts of dudes in porn now. It's not just black dudes, it's white dudes from all over the place. He's trying to lean into that, trying to feed the publicity stunt with, all black women. And then he has this next post right here. It says, girls, girls, girls. That's the song he's playing, and it's freedom. So he's acting like he's free. The divorce is real. He's trying to confirm this in the background. He has Flacco running news stories for him. Because it's like you're basically shooting at Flacco's credibility now, too. Because you got Flacco running this story.
Is pulling the plug on her marriage with Adam 22. Lena filed the divorce docs in LA County without a lawyer on June 1st, which happens to be her birthday, and wants legal and physical custody of their daughter, which to me is foul. I don't care what the legal justification is. I don't care what it is. Adam's a great father.
Now you see this, and this is the spin they're going to talk. Now the conversation is different. Now Adam's a great father. She wants custody. We're getting into different details and minutia, all based on fake news. And that's the problem. And it's like Adam, I don't know if he left Flacco out to dry because there's a huge media war going on right now. I don't know if folks caught onto it. There's another stream on the way that I got to do. There's a massive media war. If people are sabotaging folks, there's folks going at folks in the background. There's a whole bunch of jealousy over views and platforms growth. Adam 22 definitely. I'm looking at Adam 22 as like, are you trying to sabotage Flacco, or is Flacco in on this fake news cycle just to sensationalize news and get these views? What the hell is going on? Because this is some fake bullshit.
Adam and Lena are going through a divorce.
And by media war, there's Charlemagne versus academics to name just one. And then the whole Drake Jay-Z shit. We're gonna get into that later.
Adam 22. Now the news came today. TMZ exclusively reported it. It says Lena's pulling the plug on her marriage with Adam. TMZ has learned she filed for the divorce in LA County without a lawyer. And now I gotta point out a few things to y'all. That was a red flag.
Right?
Okay. A divorce is a very hefty, a business negotiation to separate not only assets, but to separate children, separate everything. If you're filing without a lawyer and you're up tens of millions of dollars, sounds like a red flag. But okay. She filed the divorce docs without a lawyer on the 1st, which happens to be her birthday. The irony, she filed it on her birthday.
Fugazi.
And once...
She spoke about a stalker and malicious acts that the stalker would do, as in reporting Adam, acting like she is being abused by Adam. So filing for divorce on her birthday was like another slap in her face. But instead of trying to mitigate the media hoopla from this bullshit, they leaned into it. They leaned into it and made it a whole publicity stunt. Of course, Lena cleared it up after folks started catching on to it, but Adam leaned into it. Just nasty work.
Legal and physical custody of their 5-year-old daughter, the documents obtained by TMZ. For those who don't know, they've had a successful podcast and OnlyFans account. Makes for a very unique relationship. They shoot porn together with people outside of their marriage together and individually, and interview those people on the podcast. Adam also hosts his popular No Jumper podcast without her. That being said, Lena says she doesn't have a job and her only income is $3,000 months spousal support from Adam. Of course, she's very successful on OnlyFans, but in the docs, she makes it sound like she has no control over that revenue, saying, I have no access to any financial resources in this marriage or actual financial information.
Now, if anybody knows anything about Adam 22 and Lena's relationship, that is the furthest thing from the truth. That is absolute horseshit. She makes her own money. She controls her own money.
So all amounts are entered, are estimates. She says they have a $1.1 million entertainment studio, and she wants half of that in the divorce. They got married back in 2023. She listed dates of separation as April 15th, which happens to be tax day. Despite all that, recently they've published a new video, an episode of Plug Talk, and as recent as, I believe, yesterday, she posted about her birthday where she literally references Adam, and she says, for my birthday, I asked Adam to make me a video singing the bridge from The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Okay? In the video, they are pictured. In the video, she refers to him as her husband. And again, I would love to drop 70, but, you know, I don't want to throw any other media personalities under the bus, but I like to just move off truth rather than just move off a salacious headline. Okay.
And this is where I have an issue with this, because Adam 22 is milking this. He's milking this, but then he's telling academics behind the scenes this is fake because they're close and they have these type of conversations. But why is Flacco running with the fake narrative? So who is Flacco being sabotaged by Adam 22, or is he knowingly running with fake news for the views?
Okay. The reality here, all of this stinks. I'm in a group chat with Adam. I immediately called this out as a promotional stunt. I said, come on.
He's in the group chat with Adam. He called it out as a promotional stunt. So is Flacco not in a group chat with Adam? He says he's in a group chat with Adam. Do they not converse about these things before putting out fake news?
What video are y'all dropping now? Okay? Let's go over the facts. She filed it on June 1st, her birthday. She posted a video referring to him on her birthday as her husband. Okay? She filed it without a lawyer.
Cap.
That's a big red flag. She claims she has no access to her financial assets or financial resources. Adam has said this publicly before. I've talked to Lena when I've seen her in person. She basically acts like they're two different countries. Like,
yeah, they handle their own finances. They've said this many times publicly. So my bad, chat. I forgot to turn up the audio vocals for these videos as I do it in the editor. So I'm trying to hear this shit and it's very low.
Actually, she was like, yeah, that's his money over there. He boxing, that's his money. My money's over here. I got this, that, and third. Just not true. So the reality here is, I would say, why would this story of them getting divorced happen? And I said, well, this is great promo for some video that people could say, oh, after too many BBCs, she's finally leaving him, right?
Yeah, and everyone's pulling up their old videos, their old takes, talking about this won't last because she's going to be out here.
Oh, my God.
I'm pretty sure I said similar things. And then there was a video of them pretty much suggesting that they were on their way to divorce. I made a short out of it, and that was a year ago, and I was like, oh, it's coming, it's pending. Because everything changed, and it's just not just a one-off scene. She's out here operating as a normal porn star, fucking a whole bunch of dudes. So I guess that's just the dynamic of the relationship. Adam is on some Diddy shit.
It makes for a great story, but again, you know, remember, I'm the only credible and integrity-filled journalist here.
Brother,
Did he really just say that? Did this motherfucker really just say that?
Get dude off the screen.
Oh, God.
Get dude off the screen, man.
Now, this is why I'm looking at this, and now I'm looking at this real funny. Now, you're the only one that's credible and has integrity because Adam, 22, and Flacco, this looks like this backfired on Flacco. Now, you and Flacco are like the most visible in hip-hop media right now. Flacco's actually doing more numbers than academics. And this looks like a shot at Flacco's credibility. Oh, he's sensationalizing everything. Look at him running with the story. How did Adam 22 not warn him? But now you're using this as, oh, I'm not going to take shots at anybody, but I'm the only credible person in media. Did you forget about me, bitch nigga? Oh. All these motherfuckers have their narrative slants. Their anti-red pill slants. Their pro-red pill slants. Their pro-Trump slants. Their anti-Trump slants. Everybody has their bullshit ass bias in their slant as it pertains to reporting the damn news. Nobody wants to keep it honest and just give their opinion outside of the report. I could report something and be like, this is the actual facts of the news, and then this is my opinion separate from what the hell the facts are. A lot of folks want to mix in their opinion with the facts and stamp it as facts, and it's just nasty work. Now, what academics is doing is using this as a moment of credibility, as people ran with the fake story that TMZ published. This is like Brick Lady story. When TMZ and the Breakfast Club and all these motherfuckers published the Brick Lady story and folks was running with it and they're like taking shots at other folks' credibility for having commentary based on the facts that were reported. It's like, motherfucker, take a shot at the bigger companies. These niggas is throwing these out with these big headlines because that's what big media does too. They always want to target the individual small content creator, which a lot of people are full of shit and guilty of the same type of shit. But for the most part, this is the way of the media. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, all the big dogs are using clickbait, sensational headlines, TMZ, they're all doing it. But is the news factual? A lot of the times it's some bullshit too.
We have the dirt bags, like, you know, I won't even mention their names, but you know the ones who lied on me that didn't correct the story. They just like...
And academics trying to act like he's credible and he has integrity when he was on air confessing that he ran plays with Selena Powell and 6ix9ine. Clout moves for media, for headlines. So you're credible and you have integrity as you're trying to bolster your friends in the media with bullshit ass plays? Like Whack 100 did his play with Sharp. All these niggas is full of shit. But they want to act like they're credible. Come on, man.
Went on that nothing happened. They have no integrity. Me, full integrity. So I'm...
Get dude off the screen.
Oh, God.
Get dude off the screen, man.
See, folks always want to act like I'm hating on some shit when I'm pulling up the actual evidence of folks' history on these platforms. I'm just keeping it accurate. You ran plays, so you talking about integrity in this moment, it's not the move, bruh. It's not the move.
Like, you know, I won't even mention their names, but you know the ones who lied on me that didn't correct the story. They just like went on that nothing happened. They have no integrity. Me, full integrity. So I'm not going to sit here and just act like I'm blind to just like roast Adam, and I would have done an epic roast. Trust me. Now, I was trolling him because I was trolling.
You would have done an epic roast of your friend Adam 22, which you guys are in a group chat. You guys do professional favors for each other. Pause. By professional favors, I mean platform to platform, free interviews, free content for each other.
I'm literally saying, this is a Whack 100 play. I said, where's the content? Literally, where's the content, brother? Because I'm not believing this. Okay? I'm not believing this. And, you know, I think he's a little bit in on it because he's like, oh, no, nah, this is real. Nothing lasts forever. Stop it. I was born at night, just not last night, okay? So I'm here to break it to y'all. And I did tell him, well, he never agreed to my terms, so this is why I'll blow the lid off all this. I told him, I said, Adam, give me 5% of whatever fuck video y'all about to drop, and I will play along and act like I am surprised that y'all are getting divorced.
So you can just be purchased. Bro, 30 seconds ago was talking about full integrity. Now give me 5%. Just 5. Just put 5 on it, nigga. 5%. Or whatever you're trying to finesse the public for, and I'll be in on the finesse. Are you kidding me? What the hell is going on, bruh?
Or play into this fake divorce thing. He didn't respond to my request, and I think that was a fatal flaw because I gotta expose this.
So if you couldn't get on the money, you're exposing it.
How much you gonna give me, master?
Bro, what the hell are we doing? What is this? Yo, the media is complete nasty work right now. Do you know how many folks I have to call out during this next week? I've had some technical difficulties and struggled to get on air.
Oh!
But now that I'm here, you know how much folks need to get called out for their media fuckery? The ABBA and Preach dick riders, them folks got to get cooked as well, man. What are we doing out here?
Basically, it's not real, okay? And I'm down to take a bet with anybody, even Adam. Now, this is what real journalism is, okay? And for the bum niggas who lied on me, let me teach you how to do your job, right? So from
who is he referring to? Is he talking about Rory and Mal or something, or one of them white dudes he's beefing with?
From a TMZ headline, right? Of course, I asked Adam. Adam's not gonna really tell me the truth. Why would he tell me the truth? They're promoting OnlyFans currently. If you go to Lena the Plug's Instagram,
of course,
she's doing a Daphne Joy. She's promoting a scene with the guy we most identify her as getting blacked with, which is the Jason Love dude. She's promoting.
She keeps using this dude for promo while she's fucking all sorts of other porn stars. Y'all gotta see her body count and her track list right now. It's getting crazy out here.
A scene with this guy. So she's taking advantage of the attention. She's not trying to clear nothing up because the truth sometimes is not the best thing. Adam, you know, he's in on it too. He's not gonna come out, you know, he's putting shit like, yo, he commented in my comment section. What did he say? He said, I thought we pinned it. He's like, yo, where's Selena at? And another one, he said, yo, if you a black chick and, you know, you want a car or me paying for your BBL, I got it. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a correction to this story at some point. Okay.
And we got the correction. We got Lena speaking out. So it's at 1313. We got Lena doing this.
You have filed for divorce. So now I have to hire an attorney. My theory is that this person, John, is being spoken to by a catfish who's pretending to be me online, and this person is like trying to get money out of John. They're claiming that Adam abused me. They're claiming everything that is basically in the TMZ report, all of which is not true. Adam is not in charge of all my finances. I make more than $3,000 a month. I'm not filing for custody. I'm not divorcing at all. I love my husband. We've been together for 10 years, and I know that all of you are plotting on our downfall.
BBC divorce that. And another one, he said, yo, if you a black chick and, you know, you want a car or me paying for your BBL, I got it. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a correction to this story at some point. Okay? I think we're going to get a correction to this story at some point. I don't want to scroll too much. But he was trolling. He's been trolling, saying a lot of things. Okay? Let me see. Adam, yeah. If you go to Spiritual Word, I think there he's like, yo, who want to get a car? Like, he's trolling, bro. Like, you know, he's having a good time with it.
Yeah, they milking it, bro.
Or I think it's on Shade Room or something like that.
Folks in the media currently today feel like there's no responsibility whatsoever to tell the truth, be honest, or run any type of headline with any accuracy. It's just let's get these views, let's get this money, and let's talk shit about people that don't get as much views and get as much money as us on the platform. But it's all just sensationalizing false stories for clout.
And again, if it was real, I'm coming in here to drop my shit. I would drop 140. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But just to do it for some cheap clicks, and then tomorrow I gotta be like, oh, I didn't know. When I kind of know.
Bro, shut up, nigga. You would have done it for 5%. If the nigga gave you 5% or whatever OnlyFans tape came out, you would have acted like you didn't know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of know this shit ain't real. It's like some scummy shit just to get some bread, right? Like, you know what I mean? I could drop some shit and be like 500,000 views. And then knowing that tomorrow or the day after, I'm like, oh, shit, oh, we got duped.
Yeah,
anyway.
And you could just run both stories. You could literally run the story that Flacco ran. You could literally do this. Oh, shit, I closed it?
Adam runs home to his kid. He loves his kid. He loves being with his kid. To request like legal and like physical custody, like as if this was a monster, is crazy. Now I'm gonna put this out there with a disclaimer, right? Because I don't defend nobody. We don't know why she filed this divorce. Again, huge disclaimer. Okay, we don't know. Okay, so I'm saying this and I'm making this video before the reason for why the divorce is public. So if it goes public that Adam has done some heinous things, right?
Heinous things. But see the point? He's doing this before all the information. It absolves him of any type of accountability for running this report, because when the real information comes, he could just double down and run, oh, it was fake. More views, double down, but you knew, man. You knew. The title of this video is Real Reason Why Lena Divorced Adam 22 for a Black Guy. Real reason. That's the title. Real reason why Lena divorced Adam 22 for a black guy. So no, you knew what you were doing, bruh. Shout out to Flacco. He's getting a lot of views, but come on, man. This is nasty work. We know what we're doing on these platforms when folks do it, and you're gonna try to act like you didn't know. You're close to Adam. You could have got the story. You could have got more information on the story.
I don't know what the other thing is, but basically he's trolling along, right? A lot of people are picking this up. Oh, TMZ even ran that. Adam, I'm back on the market. My DMs are open, ladies. That's what he said. All black women who want to date me, please DM me. I will buy you a car. Then he puts freedom. Okay? Now, the internet's having their jokes, right? Yo, once you go black, never come back. The BBC took your bitch. God damn. Who gets custody of the cuck chair? Now, I call bullshit.
Did he just say who gets custody of the cuck chair?
On all of this, now where's my proof? Now, I got to keep reminding y'all to the hip-hop journalists, and I don't respect none of y'all. I got more journalistic integrity than y'all. So I'm going to teach you how you do your job, okay? Right? Because
you're going to teach us how to do our jobs. I don't know if I fit under hip-hop journalist because I haven't done Blunt Talk with LT podcast, which generally circled around hip-hop. I cover everything. But nonetheless, teach us how to do our job. So in your world of doing our job, we take 5% of whatever finesse and then act like we didn't know, but then act like, come on, bro. Like, you outed yourself. You spoke about full integrity, then you had a moment where you just said, hey, you would have took the money. Like, what are we doing out here, bro?
What happens? Men lie, women lie. Oh, numbers lie now, too. So men lie, women lie, numbers don't. But
no, the phrase that I've always said for years is men lie, women lie, numbers tell half the story. If you're just going to have numbers, you're gonna look at a player stat sheet and be like, oh, this motherfucker put in work. He dropped 35, 8, and 8 on 60% shooting, not realizing that most of his points came in garbage time and they got killed by 30 points. And it's like, yeah, numbers tell half the story, bro. You got to put everything into the full context and witness everything.
Academics with the paperwork doesn't lie, okay? So I actually pulled all the divorce documents. every single one, because you know me, if I was gonna drop 150, I had to have everything. I had to have everything, nigga. So I pulled every fucking document known to man. Okay? Don't ask me how, nigga, I did it. All right? So, yeah, you know how I get down. Come on, man. Like, yeah, this is why niggas don't, come on. So I was like, all right, here we go. Okay, I gotta.
Let's get the legs up, chat.
Forward. All of these. Can I do a both forward? I think I can. Or maybe not. Oh, I can. Maybe not. Give me a second. I gotta just send it to the email for this computer. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna do it one by one. I thought I could like send it all. Oh, I think I can. All right, bet.
Yeah, that's a good point because Lena said that she filed a police report on May 6th. May 6th for identity theft. And then this divorce filing happened on June 1st. So there has to be some sort of formal investigation to this fuckery because you can't be filing fake documents like that. Of course, Lena said it was denied, of course, or rejected because the information wasn't consistent or wasn't real. Wait, what the hell? Oh, there we go.
Now, I want to give you my proof of why I think this is fake. All right? So, in my perspective of all of this, I believe this is fake. All right? And this is why I won't indulge. This is why I'm not clowning. It's not a real story. I think this is a fake thing that everybody has bid for. And when promo is this fucking, amazing, you don't fuck it up. Okay? Now.
And that's the industry that we're in. That's the world we live in. When promo is this amazing, even though it's a motherfucking lie, it's bringing a lot of traction to your social media platforms. Just run with the promo.
Give me 1 second. I'll make sure. Okay, is this the thing? Okay. Give me 1 second. Are you gonna open? Oh. Sorry. Okay. So, I'm going to tell you exactly off the rip. I have all the documents. So I'm going to tell you why I think it's fake. Here's a document. Number one, I told you, is filed without an attorney. But I'm not trying to make this climactic or nothing like that. The reason why I believe this is not real, number one, the dates are it makes too much for a storyline. You file for divorce on your birthday, they list the date of separation as April 15th, which is tax day, right? And, okay, so those two things already is like, that's meant for a story, right? Now, once you open the...
Why do y'all have two different last names? Why is it Adam Grand Maison and Lena, however the fuck you pronounce that name? Y'all married, she didn't take your last name? Come on, bro.
Get dude off the screen.
Like, how much more do you need to be cucked, bro? She didn't take... Oh, this might be fake art. This might be effed up. Never mind. I gotta hold off because this is incorrect information, so they may have fucked up her last name as well. So let me hold off of saying that.
Document, and this is the document that she filed. It's a very basic document that she filed with the county clerk of...
Who is she? Lena? Lena said she didn't file it. Hold up, chat.
Meant for a story, right? Now, once you open the document, and this is the document that she filed. It's a very basic document that she filed with the county clerk of L.A. County. The reason why I don't believe it is that, and I'm not trying to dox anyone, but the name is right. Don't look up people's address, but I'm pretty sure that stuff's probably out there. The problem comes in when you go to the contact information. So the contact information for Lena allegedly is this number. Now, I don't have to like Google it, well, I'll just Google it. Let's Google the number. If you Google a number, you'll realize this is a New York number that comes back to like a bunch of other things that people sometimes have associated with a scam. Okay, you could look up the number.
Who are these niggas?
Number, okay. The only time it was a real number, it came back to a photography company, and that company now goes to nowhere. Now, what's even better is the email. So this is supposedly Lena's email. Now, if you
Brenda Katie, come on, man. Or Brenda Kate, come on, man.
Google this email, and this is what I'm saying, this is complete bullshit. You Google this email, let me type it in. Was it Brenda Kate60@gmail.com? When you type that in, only back pages come up. That's not her email, bro. Okay? This is some scam page that has, and by the way, if you click on these links, it's a picture of Lena, but Lena, this is May 2nd, 2026. Lena isn't on Backpage in 2026, my nigga.
Bro, the scams are getting ridiculous. I have another video that I've already chopped up and I'm ready to put together and show y'all. It's egregious. YouTubers have to watch out. The scams are ridiculous. But this is another scam that's just absolutely absurd. Like, what are we doing out here? What the hell is this?
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's on OnlyFans. Anyway, what this screams to me, right? It's a non-New York number. This email address, if you actually, like, there's more like links, but like, I think I'm in safe mode because I'm on stream. It goes into, it's a scam email address. I personally believe that this document is a real document filed in LA County Court. It's just not filed by Lena.
Yes, it was absolute. See, Academics, he had the real story. I don't know if he spoke to Lena prior to this because everybody's fake in this goddamn industry. But nonetheless, this is exactly what Lena said. Unless Lena's lying too and she filed a completely horrible misinformation littered divorce. It's like, no, that's not happening. I'm pretty sure Lena would have got her ducks in a row. She would have gotten a lawyer. She would have got all the correct information. She wouldn't have done it this way. This seems like horseshit. And she spoke about it prior. But the problem is they milked it. They milked it. Lena's guilty of it. Adam's guilty of it. Adam's more guilty, but Lena's also guilty because she knew this was a thing. She knew her identity was being stolen. She filed a police report on May 6th. This happened June 1st. She's like, oh, it happened. TMZ got to it. You knew TMZ was going to get to it. TMZ tried to reach out to you and Adam. You guys refused to answer them, so they ran the story, and it's going to give you guys publicity. Y'all know what y'all are doing. Flacco ran the story. How did Flacco run it? Did y'all not tell Flacco this is bullshit? Clearly.
Did you get what I'm saying? So it's a real document. Definitely a real document.
Yeah.
So somebody has committed a crime.
Yep.
Because they do sign for
Yep.
it. If you go
and
down,
that's the part that, of course, Informant Media, shout out to Jay the Informant, you pointed that out as well. You're like, somebody going down for this. Where was the comment? Damn it, I can't find it. But yeah, I posted it at one point. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Some charges is going to be filed, man. Someone's getting charged for this.
Fine for her. And it's real. Let me see. There's somewhere, or it might be on the other document. It's like 7 documents. Look. Oh yeah, they submitted this electronically, Chad. So the signature is just typing her name.
Of course.
The signature is just typing her name.
Of course. I'm like, how are you gonna show up as somebody not Lena and physically submit the divorce, like filing? How is that gonna happen? How are you gonna file the divorce physically if you're not the person? Of course, this was done electronically.
One of the things that's clear in making me realize this is fake, when it comes to disclosures about the property, right? Like, Adam has a warehouse that they have a mortgage on. A mortgage I believe is for over like $3.5 million or close to $5 million from what I've heard. She lists the property worth, or not she, this person lists the property worth as $1.1 million. Also, Lena has multiple houses.
A massive warehouse priced. Man, 1.1 million? What did you say?
She lists the property worth, or not she. This person lists the property worth as 1.1 million.
Bro, what are we doing here? That is a small house in Toronto. 1.1 million? His massive warehouse was, come on, man.
Also, Lena has multiple houses. I know this from talking to her. And you could look it up via property records. It actually doesn't even list the ownership of that. It's the fan made it. It's not her. So, again, I don't think they're in on it. I think some stalker did this. However, maybe it's somebody who is working with them that's doing this, and they're planning a video.
Thank you.
Depending on what they do,
thank you.
They'll tell me if they were in on it
Thank
or
you.
say erroneous filing.
It's like, yo, but honestly, there's too many things that point to these motherfuckers are in on it. They're capitalizing off the situation too well. They refused to answer to TMZ when they could have stopped the story from being ran in the first place. How are you not in on it? There's so many high-level, elaborate scams that folks got going on, and people that are connected to other folks that they do. And then the person had too much information. They had the daughter's information, and then the birthday, all sorts of information on the daughter. I can't remember the specifics, but too much information.
But it doesn't appear to be real. Now, here's the problem. It's a crime to put in a fraudulent divorce filing. It's a crime, actually a crime, right? Which I was even thinking about, white people, they usually cross their T's, dot their I's. It makes no sense for Lena to actually put a fake filing in.
Give these folks too much credit, man. You know how much criminals are? Come on, man.
Just to promote a video. That's a crime. You're going to go to jail. Especially now it's on TMZ, and you got to actually try to get divorced from the nigga then. You get what I'm saying? All things are pointing to them not getting divorced. So, I'll bring this. This is the. This is like something about financials, right?
It's like, but if Lena was in on it, why would she file the police report on May 6th? Because she filed a police report a month ago because there was a stalker and there was somebody doing all sorts of weird shit because they were calling the police claiming that Adam was abusing Lena. These people have been trying to split up Adam and Lena. That's probably why Lena keeps talking about people trying to split them up. She's probably referring to this specific stalker, not the people in the media that giving commentary.
Okay, here we go. So, this is income declaration. She doesn't declare that she gets paid at all. Doesn't declare OnlyFans money. Doesn't declare doesn't declare anything. Right? Doesn't say everything is pretty bare. Nothing on tax info. Right? Basically, the only money she claims she's getting, which, by the way, keep in mind, these filings follow up each other. If you're really trying to hit this guy over the head for half, you're coming with it initially. You're not just filing this is some shit you just check every box just to submit some shit. The only thing it says that she gets money is $3,000 from the marriage. Huh? Everything else is zero. They ask her, income from self-employment. There is no response there, right? Investment income, nothing declared.
This is clear cap.
Additional income, change in income, nothing.
Clear cap.
And then randomly, the only other thing that they've put on here, they said, what are the assets in cash accounts? She says she has no money in her bank account. Stocks and bonds, no money. And then it says all other property. It says 1.152 million. That could be perhaps for I don't know, maybe the house, but huh?
Just a whole bunch of zero everywhere. Like, none of this makes sense. These are average monthly expenses, and you have none. No cell phone, no gas, no electricity, no eating, no groceries, no childcare, no health care, nothing. This is the most lazily filled out application of all time.
Look, if you're asking for spousal support, they ask you for your estimated expenses. For
you got none?
No list, nothing listed. Property tax, nothing. Healthcare, nothing. Childcare, nothing. Groceries, nothing. Actually, it's a listed amount of expenses, all for $0.
And you wanted custody of the child. You wanted full custody of the child, but you have no expenses. None for laundry, education, nothing for the child at all either. Like, this makes no sense.
Meaning, why do you so you have zero expenses and you're getting $3,000? How do you think you're gonna go get half? I know California's a little bit different. So, do y'all get what I'm saying? This is not real.
Yeah.
It's not real.
It wasn't filed with the intent of actually doing anything but catching a headline. That's why it looks very suspicious. This was clearly not going anywhere. It was clearly just headed to TMZ for a headline because there's some sort of proof of it with this filing. So when I look at this, I'm like,
you don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
She's listed that she has zero expenses and she gets paid, or she gets $3,000 from the marriage. Nothing there's no info here. Nothing.
Keep in mind, Adam's trying to milk this moment. He didn't go out and deny it. Lena didn't deny it or stop TMZ from doing it. Adam is milking this moment. As y'all know, No Jumper is dusting it up. Adam's trying to make Whack crash out on co-hosts. He's trying to make other co-hosts crash out on co-hosts. He's trying to make Doughboy get marked out for like a month so he can get some views and try to stir up some sort of drama. It's really dusty over there.
There's no info. No info. I think someone is misusing, by the way, it says electronically filed. I think someone has misused the state of California's website to put in a illicit filing, and I don't believe that they're getting divorced. I think that they're not going to tell the truth, though, because they're on OnlyFans, and everybody on OnlyFans are liars. So they're going to try to parlay this into a play, but I'd be surprised if they're actually behind this, because it's clearly not real.
Now, this was a day ago. Now we know this is 100% not real. They're not getting divorced. Lena spoke out about it, but they were trying to milk it in the moment.
It's clearly not real, but if they're behind this, they could go to jail. This is the reality of it. Like, if you're behind, like, you can't use the court system to go viral. Like, that's not how it goes. That's a crime now. That's fraud. So, I don't believe that these white people are that dumb. I think there's either a fan or a stalker.
Why do you say it that way? Why does he say it that way? White people generally dot their I's and cross their T's. Then he's talking about, oh, I don't believe these white people are that dumb. Like, that's where it kind of confuses me. It's like, white people can be stupid as well, and they could do dumbass shit and dumb crimes where they're clearly get caught red-handed, and there's paperwork and paper trail, and this is very common. But I don't think Adam 22 and Lena, as those individuals who've been public figures for so long and have a lot of things that they've built up in the industry, I don't think they would be this stupid to do something like that. Them as individuals, them being white has nothing to do with this. And then Lena filed the police report prior as well. So I'm like, I don't believe that they're behind this. I believe that they're guilty of milking the fake news. But I don't believe that she filed this and she broke the law. I don't believe that.
Somebody, overzealous person, that wanted to be funny. They put little to no info. They made the dates very interesting, filed it on her birthday. said the data separation was tax day, put no info about anything else other than like just generally like, oh, I want custody of the kid, and then I want to split his money, but we don't know what that is. There's no info in this thing at all. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's cap.
So I'm telling you this now because as the days unwind and unravel, they can't keep lying about this, or they can't keep acting like this isn't some fake shit. And if they do lie, they potentially could be putting themselves at risk of getting arrested for fraud. It's just simply fraud. Like if you file that you're getting divorced, you're not getting divorced, and you do it because now you want to go drop an OnlyFans video or promote some shit and you went viral, you can't use the government like that. You can't use family court like that. Family law is not about that, and you're going to go to jail.
If Adam and Lena are actually behind this and they set up one of their people that they know, one of their scammers, to go and do this, but they're a part of the ring that did this for promo, this is some of the nastiest work of all time. I don't think that's the case, but damn.
So this doesn't look like a real filing, and because I think they're not idiots, I'm going to assume that this filing is not them at all. And actually, I'm assuming that Adam, by next week, he's probably going to milk this. He's going to let y'all know, like, oh, nah, I don't know how that happened. We never filed for divorce. Okay?
All right, man. I'm not going to sit here and watch this nigga scroll through his phone. Are you going to say something? Are we wrapping up this video? We got a lot of other shit to talk about, bruh.
Yeah. So I just want to put it out there for the people who, and again, if you're saying, Ak, where are you coming to the conclusion this is not real? TMZ reported it. Well,
that's the problem. That's the problem. When the big mainstream media reports something, everybody just stamps it as facts without doing any digging into the details. It's just, oh, facts, TMZ reported it. And it's like, yeah, they report a lot of bullshit.
The email address, I search it for yourself. It comes back to an escort website that is heavily warned about scams, saying people might use fake pictures of people to scam. Lena is reasonably popular. If you think she's on a Backpage website, and again, I won't click on this, but her picture is on there naked, but it's pictures she posts on her OnlyFans.
No, true.
If you think, if you really want to prove me wrong, I'm not going to encourage you to go indulge in prostitution, but go try to meet up. Look, the listing was last month. Go try to meet up with that person. It's not real. And the thing that connects it is this email. This email has been running scams with Lena's name. Right? So this email has been running scams with Lena's name, now pops up in a divorce filing. We could now assume it's a scam. Do you get what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, with OnlyFans lying and doing those type of things or misleading people actually gives an uptick in traffic. So I think they might be slow to address it. And of course, I could tell they were trying to milk it somewhat because I'm in the group chat clowning Adam well, not clowning, but like we're just having like little fun jokes. I'm not like clowning on some aggressive shit. And he doesn't say to me, be like, Ak, you know that's not true, right? Like, I mean, he's making like little, like, he's like, yeah, Ak, nothing lasts forever. Like, he's just kind of, he's kind of like just trying to make light of it.
So if that's what he was doing to academics in the group chat, you could ultimately see how Flacco jumped out the window with the fake news, talking about what he's talking about, because he's falling for it and he's believing Adam's bullshit without reading between the lines for the obvious. But for me, I look at that and I'm like, yo, this is some nasty work, because I thoroughly believe that Adam is trying to make Flacco look like somebody that has no credibility, that is not a credible media source, that sensationalizes headlines and runs with the story for the views, because Flacco is more successful right now as it relates to video views. They're more successful than No Jumper and anything Adam 22 got going on right now. Flacco's channel is getting more views, more money. Yeah, if No Jumper talking about the Clips channel and their total views and the money that they're bringing in, I'm like, yeah, they have a whole lot of overhead and a bunch of employees to pay. So if your gross total is higher than Flacco's, you're not netting nearly as much as Flacco. So right now this looks bad. The employee has outshined the master. Flacco doesn't have to go up to Adam and be like, how much you gonna give me, master? He just runs the story and then he's just, getting the money, man. It's sad that Adam 22 and Lena the Plug cleared it up. She said that it was fake. I didn't see any milking of it, although she has a lot of things to promote because she is fucking a lot of these porn stars out here.
Oh my God.
But Adam 22 desperately needs the promo. He's milking his own fake divorce. Who does that? What part of the game is that? Nasty work here, chat. I'm going to play like a minute or two of this, and then we're going to wrap this up. We have various other topics to speak about. We have a lot of videos coming out shortly.
But you could tell, like, it's not real. But he's not going to tell me it's not real, because it's going to kill the fucking promo and hype and virality they got for free. So I'm sorry to break or burst your bubble when it came to that, but unfortunately, I'm calling bullshit. And I think I've backed up my claims with actual journalism, okay? I'm not one of those, like retards that just says something and be like, yo, he's getting paid from True Social. And then post an article where it says, the nigga don't work at True Social. You know what I mean? Like, no. So, yeah, I looked through every single
Now, I don't know what he's referring to when he says that, but there is a media war going on where they are labeling him, Academics and Drake, MAGA warriors. And I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense? First of all, Drake's Canadian, nigga. MAGA? How is Drake MAGA? Like, Academics is guilty of excessive meat hugging as it relates to Drake, but that's about it. Charlemagne and them, and their whole war they got going on, and then Jay-Z trying to put MAGA on folks. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's been MAGA for years. Since Black Republicans in 2008? Like, Jay-Z, come on, what are we doing out here?
None of the documents say anything of substance. None of them. Trust me. I looked at everything. Every financial disclosure order, like nothing says anything. Like it's just nothing's there.
And for me to when I hear Academics trying to talk about, he's doing actual journalism, who is he referring to? Who ran up the most views and who sensationalized this story more than anybody? Who's doing more views than Academics and No Jumper right now? Because this is what happens. The jealousy comes out. Flacco is guilty of sensationalizing some stories. He's guilty of running up some stories too early. But that's what happens when you are on top of the game in this media business, because everyone's sensationalizing and putting out bullshit.
Like his pimp hand got stronger, I reserve the right to take back my sentiments. But for now, Adam's a great father. It's not cool, bruh. Like, if the relationship don't work out, cool. But, yo, don't interfere with that man being a father, bro. Like, that's not cool. I ain't rocking with that at all, bro. You feel me? And I like Lena. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, I think Lena is dope, but that's not a cool move at all. Like, that's unexpected. Like, I would not expect Lena to move like that. That's crazy. Right? Now,
that's where it's bad, Flacco, because you know these characters. You work for Adam. You know Lena. You've interviewed them. You have conversations with them off air. I don't know what type of events you guys go to together, but it's like you know these folks. The details are on the screen. It shows that her income is only $3,000 monthly spousal support from Adam. You know that's absolute bullshit, bro. You know that's cap.
That being said, in the docs, Lena says she does not have a job and her only income is $3,000 a month in spousal support from Adam. Hold on.
Red flag, bruh.
Hold on, bruh. Yo, Adam is my friend, so I gotta mince my words and be very careful in how I speak. Hold on, bro. You mean to tell me, man, now the justification, Adam, for why you allowed for Lena to do the scene with Jason Love, why you allowed her to go to war, right, with Pipe that enormous, is because of the money it made. I was told.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel, by the way.
Flacco, never again, sir. What the hell was that, bruh?
That video made like $30 million. You mean to tell me, man, like the Pipe got served for free?
Bro, you know the details in relations to this. You should have seen that $3,000. That's what she allegedly makes, and it's only from spousal support. You know that they have their money. They have separate money. You know how they operate. You've interviewed them. You know them. Adam's your friend. This is nasty work, and this is what Academics was alluding to. Academics is being very underhanded, while not being, why am I saying underhanded? He's being very subliminal. He's being subliminal. He's not calling him out. He's not saying his name. But him saying, oh yeah, he's doing his professional journalism and these people are doing X, Y, and Z. This is a shot at Flacco. This seems like a coordinated attack where Adam gave Academics some details and he went with a completely different story and he left Flacco hanging out there. Or pause. I don't know what the hell is the details behind this. May just be bad journalism from Flacco. This might just be egregiously bad journalism, sensationalizing while knowing otherwise, which it seems like because some of the last comments that he said, I'm like, bro, you know otherwise. I don't know, man. This is bad. Shout out to Sir Chai 87 with the $2 super chat. Oh shit, where's my applause at? Sir Chai 87 says Flacco was looking at Jason Love. Sus, broke wrist.
Period. Let me see. I'll bring some other shit up. Maybe.
Now this is actually facts. Flacco is becoming too big, and other. Well, I'm reading this. This is not a super chat, but nonetheless, yeah, this is facts. Yeah, but Flacco does need to do a better job because as you become the top platform for news and people come to you because you get more of the views and you pop out the stories quicker than other folks, you got to make sure that the things are correct and you're not sensationalizing fuckery because the truth, it's a lot for the truth to put on its pants and catch up to the damn lie because the lie's already gone. The lie runs fast. It gets everybody's attention. Everyone buys it. People make videos based off of the lies. They're having conversations based off of lies and details about, oh, he's taking full custody and blah, blah, blah. So there's discussion pieces happening around lies. Shout out to Sir Chai 87 with the $2 super chat. Sir Chai says you're supposed to look at Violet Myers or Lena, not dude. That's facts. Why is this guy looking at the dude? Talking about the dudes. Like, come on, man. That shit, Flacco, man, too much of that zest.
This is going to go somewhere because the county clerk signed off on it to put it in the system, and there's a family law person assigned to it. And
whoa. What do you mean? Wait, that was a detail that I overlooked. Wait, what? That's not what Lena said. Lena said that the filing was rejected. But you're saying what?
Where? Because the county clerk signed off on it to put it in the system, and there's a family law person assigned to it. And they are indeed, all right, let me put this up.
How is that possible?
The court is taking this as a real thing.
Wait, no fucking way. What the hell? Then what did Lena clean up? No way. How did this detail go over my head? There's no way.
How did this happen? Who was the idiot that did this?
However, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the clerk might get blamed for this because if you ever go to like one of these like government thingies, you ever go to one of these like government thingies, and
the hell is a government thingy? You mean a courthouse?
Like even a DMV. And before you could get to the thing to take your picture, you know what happens? Like someone checks your documents to make sure you filled out everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at this. This is what's filled out. Look, there's nothing here. You filed for divorce, there's nothing here. Look, this is her declaration, right? She's supposed to declare shit. Real estate, 0. Household furniture, 0. Jewelry, 0. Vehicles, boat, 0. So you don't have a car? Savings account, 0. Checking account, 0. Credit union, 0. Cash, 0. Tax refund, 0. Life insurance with cash, 0. Stocks and bonds, 0.
When does crack, now, so the cocaine's happening, when does that crack come into play?
Who in the hell filled this shit out?
Retirement pension, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Student loans, 0. Taxes, 0. This 0, 0, 0. Other debits. Basically, they declared nothing.
This makes absolutely no sense. How did the clerk accept this? Lena said it was rejected. We need more information. This is nasty work. Shout out to Black Sigma with the $2 super chat. Black Sigma says Flacco and Ack getting their marching orders from Adam. Damn. So you're pretty much saying they're...
How much you gonna give me, master?
Damn.
You know this is not serious. Come on. Like, if you really want some money from the court, you're filling this shit out like to the fucking T. You're probably
exactly.
Shit. You're going through your notes. You're like trying to make sure you get this shit right. There's nothing. Once again, the signature is just a typed signature.
Electronic signature. Nothing. It's so bad.
If you're asking how could this get by, I've realized LA County Court. If you type in LA County Court, the Superior Court of Los Angeles County, which it was filed here in the Family Division, actually, if you're wondering how someone could do it, you go to e-file. You hit this button right here, and you could actually file documents yourself.
Yes.
A clerk is supposed to review it, but you could...
That's the point. The clerk's supposed to review it. You can do it yourself. Anyone could do it, but when it's flagrantly inaccurate and not actually filled out, the clerk should be looking at this, reviewing it, and being like, yeah, no, this is rejected. The same way Lena said it was rejected, but you're saying that it's actually being reviewed. So what is the truth? Let's get down to the details.
Just put anything in. Put anything in. It even helps you with it. General, approved, and then you could locate the court. She filed it in the Stanley Mosque Court that deals with the majority of stuff, which is LA County. And yeah, you know, they basically kind of help you, types of cases. You go to family law, like you could literally just online file this shit. Look, you hit divorce. It literally tells you how you could do it. Literally. So the first thing I'm not trying to tell y'all how to like fucking bog down the system and like do some scam shit, but essentially this was an e-filing. I'm pretty sure if you filed at the courthouse, they would probably check your ID. And I'm not sure why the clerk or someone doesn't, but they're probably getting a lot of lawsuits all the time. So they're not.
Okay, so I'm going to come back to this. This is at 3624. I'll have to like put that down somewhere so I can remember that timestamp. Give me a second. Yeah, because what Lena said was completely different. Let's listen to Lena's statement again.
But it wasn't this to address the chaos. Last month, I went to check my mailbox and I had all of this rejected paperwork from a courthouse.
This is where it becomes inconsistent. Academics said that it was approved and being reviewed. She showed the picture of rejection. But this is rejection initial filing. The initial filing was rejected. This is all blurred out. Where's the dates on any of this? And who the fuck pays with a check?
Oh! Somebody has been trying to file for divorce on my behalf. I'm looking through the paperwork. They've filled out my name, my address, my daughter's name, my daughter's birthday. They have all of this information and they've attached a check for $435. I look at the name on the check and I start to freak out a little bit because I remember the name.
Before they ran
and they divorced on my behalf. I'm looking through the paperwork. They've filled out my name,
My bad, chat. Give me a second. I gotta find this.
before they ran this article.
I'm so perplexed right now.
to address the chaos. Last month, I went to check my mailbox and I had all
Now, I can't see the name on the check. She blurred out the name. I'm trying to see this is the signature. The signature is not going to help you find the name. And my thing is over it. I'm just confused. So they paid via check. So they're filing a fake divorce, which is a crime. They're using their real name because this has to come out from their checkbook in their bank. So this has to be from somewhere. How does this make sense? This person's going to jail. Like, how does any of this make sense?
Of this rejected paperwork from a courthouse. Somebody has been trying to file for divorce on my behalf. I'm looking through the paperwork. They've filled out my name, my address, my daughter's name, my daughter's birthday. They have all of this information and they've attached a check for $435. I look at the name on the check and I start to freak out a little bit because I remember the name. Let's just say it's John, but it's not. The name on the check matches the name that the police gave me when they arrived at my house 2 different times doing a wellness check, claiming that somebody called and said that I was being abused by my husband. I let the cops come in and reassured them that I did not make the call, but I remembered the name. It was a name that was hard to forget. And so when I got this paperwork for the courthouse that was rejected, I was like, that's scary. Like, who is this person? What are they doing? Have they actually filed anything under my name? I called the courthouse. I called the police. The courthouse said there's nothing under your name. They were not able to make the filing. We can't mark anything on your account though, because there's nothing under your name. So just keep calling back. I called the police and they said, well, this is kind of a weird situation. This person is forging your signature, claiming that they're you. So I would just file it under identity theft. On May May 6th, I made the police report, identity theft. I thought okay, hopefully this is over. So then yesterday, Adam tells me
See, this is what happens. This is what happens when the latency is not on very low and y'all are like 7-8 seconds behind me and I'm speaking on mute, making some great points, and the whole time I'm on mute. Holy shit, man.
Get dude off the screen.
Oh, God.
Get dude off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, get me off the screen, man. Who the fuck is that? Like, fuck, man. Fuck. Great points erased by mute. Let me try to remember what the hell I was saying because of this goddamn weed memory.
Stay off the weed.
God damn it.
I would just file it under identity theft. On May 6th, I made the police report, identity theft. I thought.
Okay, so identity theft, police report. What the hell did I say? The name is on the check. The person signed off, paid $430 to file a divorce for you. The name is on the check. You blurred it out. You crossed it out. I'm always conveniently cooking on extreme mode when it's on mute. I'm always in my bag on goat mode when it's on mute. I don't know why. But like, come on, man. This doesn't make sense, ma'am. You know the person's name. They signed the check. They mailed it in. I'm just confused. I'm very confused.
Okay, hopefully this is over. So then yesterday, Adam tells me TMZ is reporting on our divorce. I'm like, oh no, it's happened. I call the courthouse and they're like, yeah, there's a case number. You filed for divorce. I'm like, but it wasn't me. What do I do? They're like, we don't know. We've never been in this situation before. Technically, you have filed for divorce. So now I have to hire an attorney.
Technically, you have filed for divorce. They electronically signed your name, but they have a check where they physically signed it. And then the name's on the check everywhere. If you have a check, you know your name's on the check with your address and everything. It comes out of your checkbook from your bank account. So how this is, man.
Weirdo.
My theory is that this person, John, is being spoken to by a catfish who's pretending to be me online. And this person is like trying to get money out of John. They're claiming that Adam abused me. They're claiming everything that is based.
Okay, so how does this part make sense? I'm trying to put this back together. Now that getting all the information, okay, I'm so confused, bro.
Survey said.
Y'all gotta stop the publicity stunts. You gotta stop the bullshit because I don't know how to call this shit right now. I'm John, the person's name is John. You're protecting their identity. You're saying that this person's speaking to somebody that's catfishing you, but I'm so confused, man. Let me pull this back one more time. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Is being spoken to. Technically, you have filed for divorce. So now I have to hire an attorney. My theory is that this person, John, is being spoken to by a catfish who's pretending to be me online. And this person is like trying to get money out of John. They're claiming that Adam abused me. They're claiming everything that is basically in the TMZ report, all of which is not true. Adam is not in charge of all my finances. I make more than $3,000 a month. I'm not filing for custody. I'm not divorcing at all. I love my husband. We've been together for 10 years, and I know that all of you are plotting on our downfall, but it's not happening. That day has not come. Basically, I found out that I was getting divorced when you guys found out that I was getting divorced.
This is the thing. TMZ reached out to her. So when she's lying in these parts, I got to look at the rest of her statement with a microscope and be like, are you lying about this, and this? Because you lied about this. For no reason, you lied and said you found out when the rest of us found out. But TMZ reached out to you and Adam. You guys milked this, and now it's going left. So you're trying to do some sort of damage control, and it's just more convoluted storylines.
This is such a weird situation. Honestly, if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it. One upside of...
That's why I'm looking at it like I don't believe it, because it didn't happen. Like, this is... Come on, man.
This whole scenario is that the Taylor Swift music video that Adam made for me for my birthday is getting more views.
And she's happy about that, too, as he milks the views, too. Someone's stealing your identity. They're trying to file divorce. They're saying your husband's abusing you, but yet you're happy that your Taylor Swift video got more. Come on, man.
Yesterday. You know how I know.
I'm gonna undo all of this.
Now, Lena, come on, girl. Stop misleading the audience. You absolutely did not find out about your divorce when we all found out. You want to know how I know?
Yeah.
Because TMZ actually reached out to you and also Adam22 before they ran this article. They said...
We reacted to this already earlier in the live stream if y'all got here late. This whole thing makes no sense. The only thing that we're sure about is that they're milking this for publicity while saying that they're not actually getting divorced and somebody did it in their name. How do I know if they're in on it or not? No, it's very confusing. The whole story makes no sense to me. And when something doesn't make sense at all, I just default to somebody lying. Somewhere along the line, somebody lying. But I don't have all the details and who is lying and where the lies are at to pinpoint it right now, but it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. We know that they're not getting divorced technically because the paperwork that was filled out was such horseshit. What if she did that just to jump under the radar? What if she did that to fly under the radar? To deny it? I'm being too nice? How am I being too nice? I'm confused, nigga. I can't call it. I know they're full of shit, but I don't know to pinpoint where the full of shitness is for all of this, because this is just wild. It's very confusing. I don't know, man. We're going to have to do a part 2. We're going to have to do a part 2, but we have other things to talk about. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. We'll be back, folks.
That's all, folks.